Hey, everybody, it's your girl off the dock be in the building. And guess what? We have a special treat for you tonight. You don't want to miss it. Thank you all for joining. Please click like and share. Tonight, we will be on with our very own brother Rashid. And brother Rashid is going to be dropping jewels. Let me tell you, I call him a little scientist. I say he a scientist, a philosopher. Like he got this whole mixture of the way he does things. What's my other thing that I like? Oh, I call it psychological. Like he does things like from a psychology standpoint. Sometimes it comes out philosophical, but it's related to like I'm saying he's just amazing. You guys are going to love him. Let me tell you. I should have did a little bit more research. I thought I knew what I was doing. But you know me, I never get it right. And the podcast will be up over and over and over again. So you guys can click, like, and share. Somebody said, come on with it. Okay, Omar's on. Thank you all for joining. Assalamu alaikum to all the Muslims. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tonight's topic is going to be entertainment war on family values. So listen, we're just going to get right into it. Without further ado, I'm going to bring him on. Now he's on backstage, and he's backstage quite a few times. So let's see. You got two different views, brother. Assalamu alaikum. Did you want both? You want both on? Oh no, you just cut up the other one. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. And see how this looks. I like this better. This shot right here. That's much better. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good. We finally are making this happen, huh?
We are making it happen. It's going down, down, down. That's exactly what we need to do. And so can you please tell the audience exactly who you are and what you do?
My name is Brother Rashid. I'm a teacher in the Philadelphia school system. I've been teaching for over 29 years now. I've been researching entertainment and how it affects society, especially our children. And I've been doing that for over 20 years. So
that's awesome. That's a long time on the job. It's almost retirement time.
No, I love what I do, so I don't see myself retiring for a little while. So.
Yeah, that's like me too. I love it. I love what I do. What do you know about bringing to the table? We are everyday people like me and you. You and I.
Well, you invited me to one of the sessions, and I really enjoyed it. I loved your energy, and I really love what you're doing in terms of trying to help the community. So,
and that's what it's all about. Islam, may my Lord be pleased. That's what it's all about. It's all pleasing to Him. That's what I'm trying to do, Brother Rashid, for real.
Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to get done. And I also attended some of your sessions during the Ramadan.
Alhamdulillah, exactly. That's where we met.
That's where we met. And I was like, I gotta get him on. How can I get him on my show? And how can we get his stuff up here? I'm trying to think. I still have not figured out how to get you on. Get like you got a presentation, right?
Let's see. I can actually share.
Okay.
See if I can share a slideshow with you. Let's see if we can do that. Let me see.
Okay.
If not, we'll talk.
It should be a share button at the bottom. You see a share button at the bottom?
Yeah, I have it.
Just click that share button and add your presentation on.
Okay.
Yep. So while he does that, folks, listen. Assalamu alaikum. Vince, I see you. Thank you very much for joining. I appreciate everybody. Please click like and share and comment. Please do that, because you don't want to miss it. This is going to be some really good stuff. You guys are going to be knocked out. Every time he does a presentation, I think I went to like 2 Ramadan sessions.
So, sister, can you see my screen?
No, not yet. As soon as you push share, you got to add in your presentation.
All right, let me see.
Share and then add in your presentation.
Okay.
And it should come right up.
Yeah, I did. I hit the share.
Let me see.
I'll try it again.
Yeah, let me see. I know mine's work because I did it the other day. Share video file.
Share screen. All right, let me see.
And then you either use the slides or video file. You did
It's
a little
still,
box up that says slide or video file.
yeah. So it's a little technical difficulty. Let me try. I'll try one more way. Let's see if we can do. Let's try the. I'll do the entire screen and see what happens.
Make it full.
Nope, won't let me do that. So yeah, I tried to share it, but for some reason it's not popping up.
Let me see. So you have to add it. That's why.
Okay, let me try it again.
You have to add it. So if you share and then you click on the video, share, click video file, right? And then all of the stuff that's on your computer should pop up in your documents.
Right. But
And then you put your PowerPoint in.
Yeah, I did it. I did it again, and it's not sharing. No. Let's try one more time. Let's see. Because we did it when we did the run through, and I'm doing the same exact thing, and it's not because I'm not sharing the video file because the video wouldn't play last time. So I'll try to share the screen again.
But guess what? The video might do it.
All right, let me see if I try a video.
The video is gonna do it. I know it. Let me see if I can put a video up. I'm gonna see something.
No, I didn't do it. All right, let me see something. I'll try this again. Share screen. Oh no. Bad time to have technical difficulties, right?
Well, it's okay. I mean, we on here. This is our time, you know. Oh, mine look like it's trying to share the video. I just wanted to give it a shot and see. Oh yeah, look at that. You see at the bottom, I'm in the back studio. There's a video. See? I got it there. So if I click that, it comes up. Hey everybody, it's your girl off the dock. Be in the building. And guess we up what? Look, tonight is going down.
All right.
Let me tell you. Please click like. So that's the video. I just wanted you to see that it comes up. So I'm gonna take it down now. But
yeah, I shared this. I did. It says share screen.
You have no slides.
Oh.
Wait, do you have it saved?
Yeah.
On your Google?
Mm-hmm. Add Google Slides. Let's try that. Wow. Okay. All right. Wait. Here we go.
Summertime, people. Summertime.
What?
Practice summer. Hold on, we coming.
See, well, it's a processor. See, I can't even see it.
No good.
It looked like it's processing, but it's taking
It is. It usually spins and then it go right up there. It's gonna come up.
Okay.
Mine did that too.
All right. See. Oh no, there you go. It came up. All right, so let me see something. Now the only thing is I gotta see.
Okay, I got it.
You got it?
I got it.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. Shukran. All right, my son came in and did a little something for us.
Thank you, son.
All right, so I usually do a lot of video in the presentations, but for some reason this format won't accept the video. So let's just get into a couple of things. And the first thing, we'll start off with the Fatiha, which I like to always do before I start a session. All right. So a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Arrahmanir rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Amen.
All right. And the English for that, in the name of Allah, or God, most gracious, most merciful, praise be to Allah, the cherisher and sustainer of the worlds, most gracious, most merciful, master of the day of judgment. Thee do we worship, and thine aid we seek. Show us the straight way, the way of those on whom thou hast bestowed thy grace, those whose portion is not wrath and who go not astray. All right, so let's get right into this. And I'll start you all, since we have some people in the audience, I'll start you off with a quick little brain teaser. All right.
Okay.
The brain teaser is, because we're going to warm our brains up before we begin. So how many nines are there from 1 to 100?
How many what?
How many nines are there from 1 to 100?
Oh, here you go. I'm about to cheat. Can I cheat?
No cheating. No cheating.
Oh,
We'll put it on.
oh man.
We'll give you 2 minutes.
Type them in the chat. Type it in the chat.
Type it in.
Okay,
type
wait, I'm gonna get it. I gotta get my ink pen. Hold on a minute. I got this. How many nines on 1 to 100?
Yep. How many times does 9 appear from 1 to 100?
All right.
1 to 100. Let me put my timer on. Y'all got some extra time because I'm putting my
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
All right. Doc B has 11. All right. We got 54 seconds.
11.
If anybody else wants to chime in, you have exactly 49 seconds to give us.
Jerry said 99.
Uh-oh.
I said 10. Jerry said 99. You getting 11. You got all kinds of numbers popping up here. 11.
All kinds of numbers. Well, they got 34 seconds, Doc B. You gotta see if
11. Somebody else said 11 in Malati. Oh, my friends are on for Malati.
All right, alhamdulillah. Let's see. 22 seconds.
Somebody said 21, brother.
21. Woo.
11. You got 1, 2. You got 2 11. Brother Jerry.
Is
that Brother Jerry from the masjid? Look at Brother Jerry.
That's Imam Jerry.
Yeah, that's Jerry. That's my friend. Hey, Brother Jerry. Man.
That's a good brother.
99.
All right, time is up. All right, so
Doc M. Doc M is on too. Doc M said, it's worth the wait.
Doc M said 10. All right, so let's look at what we have here. All right, here we go. Here's
11. I wrote it down.
It's 11. You're pretty sure it's 11, right?
Wait,
all
1,
right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 9, 19, 29, 39, 49, 59, 69, 79, 89, 99.
The correct answer is 20.
What?
20. So you go with 9, 19, right?
Yep, that's 1, 2.
Let me put
29.
29, 39.
49.
Right?
Yup.
59.
How did I miss that? Uh-huh.
Then you have
69.
69, right?
79.
79, 89, 90, and 2 9s in 99.
Oh,
So
we got 90, 91, 92, 93.
Yes. Most people forget the 90s, or they forget that 99. And I think one person said 21. They were the closest. Who was that?
That was somebody on Malati, my friend.
Alhamdulillah. All right.
Somebody on Malati, smart over there.
We'll do one more. We'll do one more since no one got that one. All right. Here's the last one. Forwards, I'm heavy. Backwards, I'm not.
Forwards, I'm heavy. Backwards, I'm not.
All
so
right.
the question is, which way is right?
No, you have to give me the word that forwards is something heavy, backwards, it's not.
Forward, I'm heavy. When I go back, I'm not. But I know when you're in the water, you're not heavy. Wait.
Go ahead, sister. You thinking out the box.
Yeah, I have to. I do water aerobics. Let me see. When you go back forward, I'm heavy. But backwards, I'm not. Backwards. Oh. Forward, I'm heavy, but backwards, I'm not. And come on, guys. Come on. Anybody got any suggestions here?
They left you by yourself with this one.
They left me hanging out there, brother.
All right, here we go. I'm going to give you the solution to this one.
Go
The
ahead.
correct answer for this one is ton. The word ton. T-O-N.
What?
Forwards is the word ton. T-O-N, which means heavy, 1,000 pounds.
Right.
But back is the word not. If you look at the word ton backwards, it's not.
Oh, you know
Read it
what?
from right to left.
I'm over it. I'm over it. Wow.
All right. So now let's get started. Let's start looking at some of these things. So the first thing I want to look at is the Quran. All right. And in the Quran, it says, those who believe in the Quran and those who follow the Jewish scriptures and the Christians and the Sabians and who believe in Allah in the last day and work righteousness shall have their reward with their Lord. Among them shall be no fear, nor shall they grieve. All right. So a lot of times this system that we live in, which is a very wicked system, it uses division to keep us apart. And what we have to do is strengthen the community of believers because we're all under attack.
Okay.
If you look at the things that's going on in this system, we're all under attack. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to work together and let Allah judge between us at the end. Okay. So let's move on. Alhamdulillah. All right. So they use division through religion and racism to keep us divided. So we must strengthen the community of believers. This wicked system magnifies our differences and minimalizes our similarities. You know, so there's a lot that the various religions have in common, and this system magnifies those differences to keep us divided, but won't really deal with the similarities of what we have in our ways of life. All right. And when we look at racism, you know, this thing is not about color. You know, in the Quran, Allah tells us, and among his signs is the creation of the heavens and the earth, and the variations in your languages and your colors. Verily in that are signs for those who know. So Allah doesn't judge us on our color. He judges on our righteousness. Okay. Because there's righteousness and there's evil in everybody. Okay. Doesn't matter what your skin color is. O mankind, we created you from a single pair of male and female and made you into nations and tribes, that ye may know each other, not that ye may despise each other. Verily, the most honored of you in the sight of Allah is he who is the most righteous of you. And Allah has full knowledge and is well acquainted with all things. And the key word in this verse that Allah has given us is the word despise. All right. So he says, not that you may despise each other. So let's look at what despise means. Despise means to regard with contempt, distaste, disgust, or disdain, to scorn, loathe, to look down on with contempt. So he didn't put us here to look down on each other. He put us in here as one humanity. Okay. And the thing is that we have to start getting into this Quran and really looking at words. You know, this is one of the main reasons why in this system, they didn't want us to learn to read.
Yes. And yes. And so took the handwriting out of school recently.
Right. So there's a lot going on with this system and how it tries to divide us. But if we use this Quran the way that we should and get into it the way that we should, it will help us and give us guidance, and we can help to improve the state and the condition that we're in. All right. Now, this is something that's recently happened in the Philadelphia area. It says, brothers 14 and 10 surrendered to cops and deadly beating with traffic cone. Did you hear about this? It says 2 brothers ages 14 and 10 turned themselves into Philadelphia homicide detectives on Monday amid a citywide search for the 7 young people who beat a 73-year-old man with a traffic cone last month.
I saw it.
You saw it, right? Okay.
Mhm.
The victim died the next day from his injuries.
Yes,
It's so
he did.
evil. How could you do that to a person? Elsie Steffens, the victim's older sister, told NBC 10 soon after the video was released. You have a mother and a father. How could you just beat a man until you take off half of his skull? She added.
Mm.
On Monday, Steffens urged the other children to give themselves up. How can they sleep? I can't sleep. I'm having nightmares. So this was done, and look at the ages of the children, 14
Yeah.
and 10. So
Yeah.
what are they consuming to make them to have behaviors like this? Okay.
Uh-oh. I know where you're going.
Oh yes. Oh
I know
yes.
where you're going, but just so you know, you guys are listening to Bring It to the Table podcast. We are now live on Spotify. So if you have Spotify, you can find us on Spotify tonight. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Indeed. Not Indeed. I said Indeed. Oh my goodness. What's the other one? LinkedIn. The 3 C's. Malati Islami, and my personal Facebook page, as well as YouTube, Bring It to the Table, and you can find us on Instagram. Okay, this is live on all of these places. There's like 4 different countries that's participating tonight. I do see, I see my son from the Gambia. The Gambia's in the building, Africa. Woo. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, the Gambia, for coming. I see my sister from Canada. Thank you for being here, Canada. Ooh, locals, Philadelphia, Kalila. Hello, everyone. Assalamu alaikum, Kima. Oh, Kima said, come on with it. She's in Newark, New Jersey. That is.
Let's get it. Yeah, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. We're going to bring it to the table.
Yes,
All
we are.
So here we go. Let's look at another recent case here in Philadelphia. It says a 16-year-old killed as 63 bullets are fired in possible North Philly gunfight. All right. Philadelphia police say a 16-year-old boy died in a possible gunfight where dozens of shots were fired in North Philadelphia late Monday night around 11:30 p.m. Multiple gunmen unleashed at least 63 bullets near Diamond and Newkirk streets. Police said, Philadelphia Police Chief Inspector Scott Small said the teen was hit multiple times. Officers rushed him to the hospital where he died a short time later. According to the city controller's office, at least 113 of Philadelphia's shooting victims are children, which is 9% of all shooting victims in 2022. Monday night's deadly shooting of the 16-year-old was in addition to a deadly shootout in South Philadelphia where at least 35 shots were fired to kill and 2 men were killed. Police said a 69-year-old man was also stabbed and death in Kensington around 3 a.m. as of Tuesday morning. As of Tuesday morning, there were at least 287 homicides in Philadelphia. Yeah, down 2% from the same time last year, which was ultimately the deadliest in the city on record. The violence is horrible. The violence in our cities are horrible.
Yeah, let me read one of these comments. Somebody said it would be Vince. Thank you for joining, Mr. Hall. We really appreciate it. Says our kids have been systemically conditioned to glorify crime, violence, and immoral behavior as displayed in many forms of music, entertainment, etc., as well as society itself. I think you're headed in that direction.
Yeah, that's my good brother. That's my brother Nassim. All right.
Oh, he's dropping jewels. He's lined up with you. I'll tell you that much.
All right. So now let's move on.
Mm-hmm. You should see all the hearts. You can't see it. Oh. That's a video game.
This is from a video game. So what Brother Vince is alluding to is we have to look at what our children are consuming.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very popular phrase. It's you are what you eat.
Mm-hmm.
And I take another step further. I say you are what you consume.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But this is a scene from a game called Call of Duty, where these guys go to an airport. And I would have loved to show you the video. People people are interested in seeing the videos and some of my other presentations, I'll give you that information.
Well, why you can't get the video up?
Remember, there was an issue with us having being able to play the video. So, so I can only show it to you as a slide right now. But this is a scene where these men go into an airport and just start shooting the people in the airport.
Mm-hmm.
And the game is first person perspective, so it looks as if the child is walking into the screen doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me show you another screenshot. This is from the game called Grand Theft Auto. Horrible game. But the parents run out and they buy these games for their, okay? And not only the senseless violence and killing in this game, there's also carjacking, there's prostitution.
What?
Yes. A child can meet up with a prostitute in this game, and the prostitute perform sexual acts. You know, so we have to think about what our children are consuming and what we're consuming. Okay, because like I said, you are what you eat. Okay, so let's move on. This was from a news story, and I wanted to show you this because they interviewed a child because there was a lot of carjackings going on, and they were wondering why there was this increase in carjackings. And they interviewed these teenagers, and they said that the reason why they were doing this is because of what they saw on the game. Okay, so see, children are very influential, and the things children do what they see, just like adults. We do what we see too. All right, but it's very influential on children, you know, because at an early age, if they're looking at this stuff as an early age, it becomes normal to them. It becomes normalized. All right. Here's another story from a dispute that a child was having with his mother. It says a 13-year-old was charged with murdering his mother, argued with mother over a video game, sharpened a butcher knife, hit mother in the head with a 5-pound weight, and stabbed 8 or 9 times. His mother. Okay.
That's brutal. That's brutal.
It is right. But like I said, it goes back to consumption and what these children are consuming. And then just the fact that now they're calling these video games and the cell phones and all that stuff, they're describing it as what they call digital heroin. Digital heroin, because children, and just like us, we're addicted to this technology. Think about it. If a person leaves their house without their phone, they feel like they're lost because they have all their information. Everything is.
Oh, I go back home and get mine. I go back home.
But see, this is what I'm saying. So it's almost like we're cyborgs almost now. We think we need this technology the way that we do.
Yeah.
Okay. But the thing is that there's some very interesting things being done with this technology. But we're going to get into it, inshallah. All right. Now, the Bible says in King James Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6, it says, train up a child in the way he should go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it. All right. That's not happening that much anymore. You know,
yeah, I don't know that. I don't know where that went.
Yeah, we're stepping away from teaching our children the guidance that Allah has given us, okay, in scriptures. All right, but now let's move on. Let's look. John F. Kennedy had a quote where he said, "A child miseducated is a child lost. A child miseducated is a child lost." Right. So this is one thing that I've noticed, because like I said, I've been a school teacher for 29 years now in the public schools. And what I'm saying is this: living life with no purpose. Many of our youth and adults are living life with no purpose. They have no idea that they have to answer for their actions in this world. Children do what they see, or children see, children do. Okay? So we have to be very careful because our children are our greatest resource.
Yeah, in the future, and they're the future.
Exactly.
So,
So, yeah. And there's that saying, the hand that rocks the cradle is the hand that rules the world.
Right. Now, Brother Jerry wrote something. I want to read a comment, okay?
Sure, go ahead.
So Brother Jerry says, there is a campaign nonstop. We need to combat these negative campaigns with 24/7 positive ones. The media shows our people every day that this is who you are.
Exactly.
Wow.
And he made a very interesting point, because through television and through the media, they control our perception.
Yes, they do.
They control our perception.
Yeah, well, you know, media has that power. Media is the most powerful. To me, media is powerful, just as powerful as the government.
Yeah, it's funny. As there was a rapper who said that that's the one of the branches of the government, the media, because the media can make you believe anything. All right, very powerful, very powerful, and I call it control perception. And when somebody can control your perception of yourself, they have you.
They got you.
They got you.
They got you. I recently had an incident with someone, and I told them, I'm no longer under your power. I am no longer under your power.
Exactly.
You know, and I will not be oppressed by you any longer.
You can't.
I told you, and it was a close relationship.
Yeah. Well, see,
I get it. I get it.
Well, see, the media will define beauty for you.
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't fit the media's standards of beauty, then people feel like they're not beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's very interesting how powerful the media is. All right. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna take our time because we got some sessions. We
gotta be done this at 55.
Okay. All right. So
because they won't upload if we don't do it 55, and we'll have our next session. When's our next date? We'll let them know our next date as well. Vince put up some more good stuff. That's your boy too. Tell me you know him too.
That's my partner in crime.
We got like 10 people on one Facebook page, 22 on another one. We got 1,222 on my YouTube. And I like to throw out the numbers because I like people to keep coming back. The lowest is on the Twitter.
Okay. All right. So
let me read what Vince said. Vince says, this is true. This is a true example. It shows how something 9 times within 21 days, it becomes embedded in your mind for life. Examples, acts, some of what's on Big Macs. What's on a Big Mac? Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. How do you think we remember that? Okay, it's in there. Okay, I see. I know where you're going, Mr. Vince. Thank you, brother. That was cool. Yeah.
But now let me ask you, good sister, what is another name for a television show?
A television show? Well, today they're calling them reality TV. Okay. Stuff like that.
All right. So a lot of people, when I ask them that question, they say sitcom, right? But sitcom is just short for situation comedy.
Okay.
Another name for a television show is a television program.
Yeah. Oh, they programming it.
There you go. They're programming you what to think, what to believe. All right. What to accept. All right. So, like I said, we're going to get into this. All right.
Right. This is good. Yeah.
What's happening. All right. So let's move on. Because when we talk about purpose, Allah has told us what our purpose is. It says in chapter 2, verse 30, Allah says, it says, behold, thy Lord said to the angels, I will create a vicegerent on earth They said, "Wilt thou place therein one who will make mischief therein and shed blood, while we do celebrate thy praises and glorify thy holy name?" And he said, "I know what ye know not." But now let's look at this word vicegerent. A vicegerent is an officer appointed as deputy by and to a sovereign or supreme chief, a deputy in general, a person appointed to exercise all or some of the authority of another, especially the administrative powers of a ruler or deputy. So we are the deputy. We are Allah's deputies here on this earth. And we're supposed to rule this earth in accordance to Allah's guidance. Okay? But this system is teaching us the opposite. Okay.
Well, you heard it. You heard it from Brother Rashid. He's teaching his butt off tonight. Y'all better get this. Oh my goodness, this is some good stuff.
All right, so let's move on, because like I said, we have to. The solution is the guidance from our Creator. The solution to every problem is the guidance from our Creator. And if we instill in our children the guidance of the Creator, it will make this world a much better place. All right?
Yeah. My mom used to say, see, she passed away last year. But my mom used to say, last year, my mom used to say, last year, my mom she used to say, well, you know, you left God. You left God. All hell broke loose. See?
But you know what, too? You see, the more and more we step away from God or Allah's guidance, the worse this society gets.
Yeah, the worse it gets.
The further we step away from that guidance, this is what happens. Okay?
Oh, ye who believe.
Oh, ye who believe.
Ooh, unbelievers.
Save yourselves and your families from a fire whose fuel is men and stones, over which are angels, stern and severe, who flinch not from executing the commands they receive from Allah, but do precisely what they are commanded. They will say, "Oh, ye unbelievers, make no excuses.
Unbelievers.
But requited for all that ye did." Okay? So, right, but we as parents, we are appointed to save our families. Save our families. Allah dictated to us, this is what we should be doing. We should be giving our children the guidance to help protect them from this system. And it's crazy because, you know, I watch a lot of Muslim children come into the school. I watch a lot of Christian children come into the school. But when we look at the Muslims, I'm like, you know, you wouldn't believe some of the things that our Muslim children are doing. And the reason is because they are consuming the negativeness, the negativity from this wicked system. All right.
One of those situations you put up at the beginning, there were two Muslim sisters garbed up, beating up a person on film.
Oh yeah.
You saw that? They had on garments and everything. I was blown away. I was like, wow.
But see, that's the thing. See, the thing is that you know, Islam is you know, they're using it as a fad. And you have people, it's just like Halloween. They're dressed up as Muslims, you know, because they have not incorporated the teachings and the guidance within the Quran that Allah has given us, you know. So
I do have one question. I do have another question.
Go ahead, good sister.
So you're talking about this pertaining to leaving Allah's and not being guided by Quran and everything. Does that apply to the parents of adult children in regards to guidance as well?
It's everybody. The thing is that the further we see, it's like this system. This system, you know, is pushing people not to believe in God. And a mind that does not believe in God is capable of any and everything.
Yeah,
because there's nothing to police their actions. They have no belief, so they're capable of doing anything.
Yeah, dangerous, right?
Very dangerous, very dangerous. All right, but let's move on. So now in the Quran, because now we're starting to get into some of this stuff a little heavy. All right.
Mhm.
In the Quran, in the chapter the spider, chapter 29, verse 64,
Mhm.
Allah says, "What is the life of this world but amusement and play?" What is the life of this world but amusement and play? But verily, the home and the hereafter, that is life indeed, if they but knew. Okay? But now, let's look at this. Because I'm keen in on amusement and play.
Mhm.
All right? But first, let's look at the hereafter. Because a lot of people don't even believe that there's a world to come. Okay? But the hereafter, that is the world to come. A life or existence after death. Okay? So, entertainment, the act of entertaining, agreeable occupation for the mind, diversion, and amusement. Something affording pleasure, diversion, or amusement, especially a performance of some kind. So now, when we look at the word entertainment, we can easily interject that into this verse.
Yeah, you can.
What is the life of this world but entertainment?
But entertainment.
Because entertainment means amusement.
Black. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Teach. Teach, teacher. You teach, teacher.
Here we go. So the thing is this.
Yeah.
Not only is it when we look at amusement, right?
Mhm.
But it also means diversion. To take your mind off of important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Think about all of the entertainment that we are bombarded with. We got the sports, we got the television, we got the cell phones, all of this stuff to take our minds off of important things. Okay? Here we go. I'm going to give you some. So the word diversion is an instance of turning something aside from its course, an activity that diverts the mind from tedious or serious concerns, a recreation or pastime, but to divert your mind from serious concerns. Okay? Because we're caught up in all the entertainment. We're not seeing what these people are truly doing. Okay?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Let's look at this. When we look at politics, right? I love this little meme because it shows a person, sitting there between a Republican and a Democrat.
Yeah.
Right?
Ah.
And behind the scenes,
Yeah.
Because right, it's the illusion that you have choice. It's the illusion that you have choice. Whether you vote for Republican or Democrat, you are voting for it. Right, it doesn't matter. You are voting for their agenda, for this new world order agenda. Okay. So it's the illusion of choice. We have two political parties, and there was a guy, I forgot the comedian's name, but he said that we can choose from 36 different flavors of ice cream, but we can only choose from two political parties because they are both controlled. All right, and they control both, so they always know what the outcome is. Okay. Here's something else that I found interesting. So a lot of times when they talk about bills and they're passing these bills and stuff, and these omnibus bills, it says this was one of the previous bills. It says, well, here it is, all 2,232 budget busting pages. The House already started votes on it. The Senate is expected to soon. No one has read it. Congress is broken. But look at this. So when they talk about bills, this is a bill. So what are they putting in this? Because you know they are not reading this stuff. These people that you elect and put into office, they're not reading this stuff. You don't know what's in it. Okay?
But why do you think they run out there and vote?
Because it's the illusion. The illusion that they're doing something. Okay? So it's very interesting. George Carlin. George Carlin he does a spiel on the whole voting process, which I thought was excellent. Okay? But let's move on. All right? Sometimes this stuff gets subliminal. All right. Look at these. Look at this ad by the same company, but look at how it's shown to a black person and how it's shown to a white person.
Oh, I got it. I see the difference already.
Go ahead, sister. I'm gonna let you tear this one up. Go ahead.
I got it. And the black woman has no male, no man in her picture. And which symbolizes black people not being being married, is they don't honor and value, marriage or whatever they're trying to say about us. And then in the white picture, it shows that the white woman they look like a happy family,
a complete happy family. You see this?
Yeah.
But this is the games that they play, subliminal games that they play.
Wow.
Okay. But now watch this. Here's another one. Look at this ad. It's a Macy's ad.
Shut the front door. Ooh, wait. I'm over it.
You see this?
No.
And let's look at the game that's being played.
I see it.
White family is a regular nuclear, what they call a nuclear family.
Nuclear family.
With the husband,
with the dog.
Wife, the kids, and the dog, right? But when you look at the black family, it's a homosexual family.
Yeah.
You see this?
Yeah. And the other black family don't even have a father.
There you go. But that goes back to that. It goes back to that one. You see that one? With the single mom, single black mom?
Yeah.
Here.
Ooh, wait.
But when you go to the white family, look.
And it's an interracial gay couple at the top.
Exactly. But now, here we go. Think about it. One of the things that this system is trying to do is reduce population. Okay? And the thing is that they don't care about people's homosexual feelings or whatever. All right? Their main thing is reducing population, because if I turn you away from your natural mate, you will not what? You will not reproduce.
There's no production.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So it's a form of genocide. And that's why they push this in the black community so much. That's why every black show you watch has homosexuality in it almost now. Even the cartoons. Because the cartoon,
when you walk down the street,
right? Because this is the game. Like I said, they don't care about these people and their sexual orientations and stuff. It's all a part of their goal to lower population.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Can I read some of these comments? So we got.
Go ahead, sister. I think we don't got that much time left.
No, we don't. But they dropping bombs. You got Claudia movie. Back in the day, they talked about it in your comments. The Claudine, remember Claudine?
Claudine, yep.
That movie, right? And then you said Brother Jerry says that they have been trying to tell our sisters for years that they don't need us.
Yep.
And they said each one teach one and instruct them to do the same. And then you had Sister Sharia from Bringing the Light. She said what Brother Rashid has been saying is true. We all have to ask what strategies we can use to help enlighten the children. How can we migrate the impact of these negative social pressures?
All right.
That's awesome.
So here we go. And like I said, our greatest resource is our children, what we instill in our children. We have to get into that Quran. We have to get into those scriptures, and we have to bring these things to life for our children. You know, when I present, I like to use video, pictures and things because that's the medium in which the children like to use. Okay, we can't just sit there and read and lecture anymore. It's not going to work. You have to bring it to life.
Yes.
Think about it. In school, the main thing that they focus on is math and reading, but at the expense of what? At the expense of social studies and science. Science is very important because if a child can see things that's going on in science, it is more likely that they're going to believe in Allah, because Allah has allowed them to see certain things so that it shows you evidence of Allah's existence.
Mm-hmm.
So and when you deal with social studies, they're learning about their rights.
Mm-hmm.
They're learning about the Constitution. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is that we have to start teaching our children. We have to start spending more time with our children, because our children spend more time with the media than they do with us.
Mm-hmm.
If people are being honest.
Yes, that's true.
Okay. They're on their phone, right?
All the time.
All the time. All the time.
Won't put it down. Washing dishes, phone like this. Eating dinner, phone like this.
Because they're addicted. These people that created this, they knew what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
They knew that they were creating something that would take as much time of your time as they could. And the thing is that we're not passing on our values to our children.
No, because the society is getting to them first. They're putting their norms and planting their norms inside of our children. And then later on down the line, they'll turn out that particular addiction to the electronics and the TV and entertainment and media and social media and stuff. All that does is, over a period of lifespan, is transfer into some other form of addiction, like substances and mental health conditions and all that up. Oh gosh, please don't get me started.
Oh, since we started already, we're gonna bring it to the table, sister. So here we go.
Because it never goes away. It doesn't go away. Addiction grows.
Right. It festers. It festers.
Especially if it goes unaddressed. Exactly. And trauma is attached to it.
Exactly.
Okay, exactly. I'll be quiet. This is just I'm sorry.
No, sister, we gotta do this thing. All right. So let me show you something else. This word, pharmakia. All right.
It disappeared.
Right. I intentionally made it disappear. I showed it. I showed it to you too early. All right. So pharmakia, this is a word that we get what from? Our word pharmacy.
Yeah.
Now let's look at what it means.
Medicine. Mm-hmm.
The use or the administering of drugs, poisoning, sorcery, magical arts, often found in connection with idolatry and fostered by it. The deceptions and seductions of idolatry. Okay. So think about it. Think about your television commercials when they talk about the medication. They tell you what the medication is good for, and then all of a sudden, in the small print, they start telling you,
oh man,
right? Suicidal thought.
All the side effects. All the side effects.
Right.
If you take this, you will be fatigued. It will cause vomiting. You will have suicide ideations.
Exactly.
You can be severely depressed.
Exactly.
You will be irritable all day long, not some of the day, all day. 24 hours of irritability. And if these worsen or this condition worsens, please see your pharmacy doctor or your pharmacy so that they can give you something else on top of that. And then the vicious cycle of, oh, please don't get me. This is
all right. So looks like we only have a minute left, right? Because we have to stop at 9:25.
55. Yeah, we got like a minute.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put up real quick the oh wait a minute, it's going super fast on
me. This is good. Well, when we getting our next date, we back here on next Wednesday, right?
We're back on next Wednesday, and we're going to continue exactly where we left off. All right. Okay. And what I'm trying to do now is trying to you can't go real fast on this. It'll start glitching. All right, wait a minute. Here we go. All right, so that is my contact information, and it shows you my YouTube channel. So if you want, you can screenshot that, and you can see the different platforms that I put videos on. The majority of them are on YouTube, but YouTube has started taking some of my stuff down, so it's very important that you try. If you find the information interesting, just go on and try to download some of them.
Thank you so much, brother. And this is why we have to get you on this platform and get your own podcast so that you can do all your stuff live like this yourself all the time. Or you could just be my co-host, like I said.
Yeah, well, I'm still considering it.
All right, so there it is, folks. You heard it from Brother Rashid. Thank you all for joining. Brother Rashid did Entertainment's War on Family Values. Okay, please come back next week at 8:30 p.m. He's going to pick up where he left off. And then next month, he's going to be on WURD 96.1 FM and 900 AM radio with your girl off of Doc B. She's going to be in the building, bringing it to the table with Brother Rashid. His sessions be juicy. You don't want to miss it. Good information. May Allah reward you and be pleased with you and educating the community and teach away. Everybody, assalamu alaikum. And if you're not Muslim, thank you so much for joining. God bless you. And please come back again. Great presentation.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right. Walaikum salam.